Hello and welcome to Community with me, Melissa Sandfield. I am here with a person who might be considered a scholar, and he is from one of the most beautiful campuses that we have here, one of the most beautiful universities that we have here in LA, which happens to be in ritzy Malibu. It's called Pepperdine University, if some of you have heard of it. It's been around quite a while, and he is one of the people who graduated, and he is an alumni. He wants to give back, and he's going to talk about that with us today. I want to introduce Charles Franklin.
How you doing?
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good.
So you are a graduate of Pepperdine.
Yes, I'm a graduate of Pepperdine Business School, so I have a master's in business administration.
Wow.
And, go ahead.
I was going to finish. I mean, I know that you have a lot more to tell us just about your background. I'd like to start there. You have a great deal of
I do.
power behind you, and it starts with an H.
Oh, well, I'm actually, that's quite exciting. I'm the manager of export logistics for American Honda, so in my role, I export vehicles around the world. In fact, I was a little bit late for today's meeting because I had a conference call with Korea and Japan, and last night I'm talking with Thailand, so it's good. And my Pepperdine education allowed me to be able to do that. And just a little history, too, I also went to Henry Clay, so for many of those around here, and I was actually the president of the student body when I was at Henry Clay. Simba Wachaga to all the Henry Clay folks out there.
Wow, that's amazing. It lets us know that you can be here or wherever you are, which may be anywhere in the world, and think that your situation might not take you to another level, or despite your circumstances, your neighborhood, your surroundings, you can still make it.
Yeah, and I mean, and this is not about me, but since you brought that opportunity up, I would like to inspire anybody. The way I wound up at Henry Clay was that both of my parents died, and I moved out here to live with my father's brother or my uncle. So in spite of being a quote-unquote orphan and being from the hood, as they say, you can go wherever you want to go.
That's amazing. So I read, and I didn't know when I found out you were coming, I just read a little bit about Pepperdine and the history of Pepperdine. And I didn't know, and I feel sort of bad that I didn't know, that it used to be located where Crenshaw Christian Center now is, the home of Crenshaw Christian Center.
It did. I mean, so who would think now that it's out there in Malibu that we used to be right on Crenshaw?
Wow.
And because of that, the founding father, if you will, of the Black Alumni Council, Mr. Ron Berryman, is the first African American to graduate from Pepperdine with a master's degree, and Ron is from South Central.
Wow.
So
that's amazing. I had a lot of time to think about and to read your bio, and I was very impressed with all that you've done and the really large role that you have for American Honda.
Well, I consider, I don't think I've done much. I feel that I'm blessed to have been in a position to do some of the things, and so you guys are saying, well, what has he done? I'm a former co-chair of the Greater Los Angeles African American Chamber of Commerce, former president of the board of directors for Challengers Boys and Girls Club, and now I'm president of the Pepperdine Black Alumni Council, and there's a few other things. But like I say, it's not about me. If anything, it's about, if you're put in a position, you should take that opportunity to make a better opportunity for people like you. And so I'm very fortunate that the Lord gave me the opportunity to be a tool to help people who look like me go to college, get jobs, and things like that.
Yes. And he said he doesn't do much. People like you make me look like I don't get up in the morning. So that's really good. That's great. We want to be inspirational. I mean, I'm saying that like trying to be funny, but it's really serious. You do so many things, and it truly inspires other people. And this is why it's like your spark is going to ignite so many other opportunities for so many other people who look like us.
And again, it's not about me. It's really, this conversation is Pepperdine, and Pepperdine, I give them a little credit or a lot of credit in this because for the Black Alumni Council, they've supported us in the very beginning. They actually gave us a $5,000 budget, if you will, to get it going. And then once we started the concert and a few other things, we now are self-sufficient. So I appreciate that opportunity that they gave us. And something that is also impressive, what they call I'll call them the minority groups. Pepperdine calls them the affinity groups. So far, we've been the most successful affinity group with the Sound Investment Concert. We've had a telethon that we actually raised more money per hour than Pepperdine itself did. And we've had some Black History events where we've had renowned artists. We actually had an event, Black History event, with Reginald Hudlin after Django came out, and all of these, Pepperdine supported us. And I think they're trying to embrace not just African Americans, but the Hispanic and the Asian and all of the other affinity groups, because they recognize, as most America is recognizing, the value of all of the cultures that we bring.
Right. And everyone, when you come together and you meet with other cultures, it gives you a broader understanding of the world and how it works.
It does. And not only that, we all add value. I mean, just imagine America without soul food. I bet you half of the people watching this had Chinese food the other day. Somebody else had some tacos this morning. So, I mean, just imagine if all you had every day was waffles and pancakes. I'm not going to say chicken and waffles, because we can all eat that every day.
Right.
I know where I'm at, okay? But if it was waffles with no syrup and no butter,
right,
we'd be like, come on now, what's going on? But you bring on that chicken, and now you add that flavor.
And we speak about contributions to society, contributions to the human race. And what you're doing with the third annual concert is another type of contribution. So tell me all about that, because that's really the reason why you're here today.
Well, the sound investment, like I said, it's interesting. Initially, Pepperdine, like I said, gave us a budget to begin the Black Alumni Council. And see, and I'm not a person who's big on asking or for begging. And so I feel that as African American people, we should give back to ourselves. I mean, if every African American person gave $1, look at how many African American students we could send to school, or how many African Americans we can feed.
Right.
And so so I said, let's show Pepperdine that we're serious about helping ourselves, and let's raise our own money. And to that, we raise this money, and in fact, we're going to give away over $20,000 in scholarships on the 3rd, and Pepperdine sees that, and so for every $4,000 we give, Pepperdine's going to match with $1,000.
Wow.
So again, if you put your money where your mouth is, you can get more support. And so I'm not, like I said, I'm not the person who, please help me, please help me. I'm going to go get mine.
Right.
And when you go get yours, people see you getting it, and people will help you. And so that's what this whole thing is about. And like I said, last year we gave $5,000. This year we're going to give away $20,000, and we have a goal to try to establish an endowment fund so that we can support African American students in Pepperdine forever. Right. And our funds are not just scholarships. What a lot of people don't realize, come on, Pepperdine is a prestigious school. It's in Malibu, so it's not a lot of people that look like us. Right. But you get a smart kid, and they get this opportunity to get this great education. They need to be able to feel comfortable. Yes. And so there's things other than money. You need to, when you go to school and you feel like I'm alone and nobody's there. So the council is also trying to develop opportunities for mentorship. So when the students say, you know what, I haven't had some soul food in a while, or I haven't seen a brother in a couple of weeks, that they can come talk to us and say, yeah, but your reason for being here is this, this, and this. Right. And that's another part of it.
Well, that's wonderful. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with some more from Charles Franklin.
Are you a diabetic? Need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy with vitamins and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
We are back with Charles Franklin, and he is an alumni of Pepperdine University. And Pepperdine has been ranked one of the most beautiful universities, or the setting. It's one of the most beautiful settings for a university in the entire world. And we believe that because, of course, it's right there in Malibu. Charles, I understand that Pepperdine is one of those universities that's rich in tradition, and they promote the fact that they inspire. They inspire you, and they inspire everyone that's there to do their best. I mean, all universities do, but this is what Pepperdine brags about.
Well, it does, and I mean, it's a Jesuit university, which means it's a religiously based school. So with that, the whole purpose of Pepperdine is to try to not only create folks that can go out and earn a good living, but who can go out and make a difference in the world.
Yes.
And I see them putting their money where their mouth is, like I said, in support of this council. And so with that, I'm going to take the moment to do the spot. Again, we are having what we call the Sound Investment Concert.
Yes.
On Saturday, October 3rd, at the beautiful Maya Hotel in Long Beach. And I'll do a small plug for the Maya. If you haven't been to the Maya Hotel, it's off the chain. It's right on the water, right over there by the Queen Mary. Beautiful setting. So we're going to have some live jazz with Alan Felton. Alan Felton has played with folks like Shaka Khan and Al Jarreau. And I mean, the thing is, you got to imagine, isn't it pleasant to see brothers together in unity? And that's what you will see. We're going to have some good music. We're going to be by the ocean, and we're going to be raising scholarship money for people to go to Pepperdine, where they will grow up and make some money and be inspiring people.
Yes.
So we need you there.
Oh, am I invited?
Of course.
That's wonderful. Well, I think I can make it. I think I'll be there. It sounds like a great cause, and we really need to support the children or the young adults who come behind us. And a great way to show support is to have such a concert.
And it's an interesting thing on our scholarship, the focus of it. And I'm a father of a recent graduate. My baby graduated from Spelman College.
Oh, cool.
But what happens is a lot of students get funding for their first year of college. And then the problem is you got to stay in college. And so our scholarship program is only available for second year and beyond students.
Oh, wow.
So these are students who have already proven that they have the academic ability to be there. But you know how it is. Okay, I got this nice hookup, but now I can't pay the rent. And so we're trying to keep them in school once they have gotten in. And so that's another special thing about our scholarship.
Oh, that's even better, because I've heard about people who do that. They start the first year, and for whatever reason, they just, like you said, maybe they don't have people at the school that look like them, or they just want to go home, they're homesick. But this second year means, yes, you've put in the time and the work, and we back you and we support you, and we're going to help you to the finish line.
Yeah. And if I may, and I hope I'm not overstepping my boundary, but part of our sponsors, because we can't do this, you buy your tickets and you can't make any money on ticket sales, because most of the money in ticket sales goes to pay the artists, pay for the facility. So we have some great sponsors, one of which I'm proud to say is American Honda Motor Company, because they recognize the value of the African American community and the value of education. We have Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we have Xerox. I mean, if I forget somebody, forgive me. We have the Breed Love Foundation, the Brotherhood Crusade has partnered with us. So it's a great event. We have some great Canon. So when you get your camera and your copier, remember these names, because these are people that care about you, and that's why they're supporting us.
Oh, that's wonderful. Like you say, between the venue and the food and the wait staff, and you have to pay gratuities or service charges. I mean, would you have any money left? We have to dig deep into our pockets for great organizations and great schools and great universities and invest in our children.
And since you brought up that investment, if you want to come, you can be a sponsor. We always like sponsors. But if you can't be a sponsor, tickets are only $55 for individuals. But I highly recommend, and that's what I bought, because I put my money where the mouth is the $125 per person VIP ticket.
Okay.
But think about what you did last weekend, okay? Because you might say, everybody, oh, $125. But for $125, you get a live jazz concert with a world-renowned saxophonist. You get to hang out with people like you at the Maya Hotel in Long Beach. You get free food and free wine all night long.
Yeah, I
You know
heard
what I'm
something
saying?
about wine was going to be at this soiree, this big party.
Oh yeah, well there'll be a full bar, so you can get your drink out. But for the VIP members, hors d'oeuvres, heavy hors d'oeuvres too. I mean, and the food is excellent at the Maya. Again, we want you to come while we're there, but even when we're not there, you should go to the Maya's a nice location. Good wine, good food, good people, good music, and for a good cause. And that's why we call it a sound investment, because you have the music, which is the sound, and you're invested in people that look like you.
I love that name, actually. How did the first scholarship concert go and the second one go? Since this is the third one, it must be going very, very well.
It's going wonderful. It's interesting on the first one because, you know, I am the president, and so we're looking at how we could get our money. So we had a telethon. It was successful, but it didn't bring in the money we wanted, and we did a number of initiatives trying to raise some money. And I said, well, you know what? Like it or not, I like to party. So I said, what am I good at? I can party.
Right.
So I said, I'm going to throw a party, and we're going to make some money throwing this party. And initially, a lot of the board members were like, I don't know about all that. So I said, well, look, we're going to do this. So we went out and we booked the hotel. I booked a band that we're not using this year. I want to say his name because he gave us some serious love, Derek Bordeaux, the first year and charged us, you know, next to nothing. And then I went out, and I'll throw those names out again. I went to Honda. I went to Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I went to Brotherhood Crusade. I went to the Zeta Row Foundation, and I said, look, I need this much to pay for the event. If you guys will pay for the event, then any tickets we sell will be gravy. And they came through.
Wow.
And so the first one was such a nice event that everybody's like, wow, wow, wow. So year 2 was bigger, and now this is year 3. And again, like I said, in just 3 years, we're giving away $20,000. And you know, $20,000 is nothing to laugh at.
It is not.
You know, so you can see if I sound excited, I am, because it's more fun than it is anything else. So you get out there and you forget that you're raising kids. You listen to the music, you're looking at the water splashing and, you know, drinking a little wine. It's like, you know what? I would have been here anyway.
Right, right. It's a labor of love. I think when we do give back, because I also read that you do give a lot to your community, it becomes a labor of love, and that's what this show is all about. We speak to people who do great things in their community, who want to give back, and it's something very rare, and it's very addicting. It's an addiction that I find that I love, to give back, and especially when you're having so much fun doing it, just doesn't seem like work at all.
Oh yeah, and I have many friends. Like I said, the Zeta Row Foundation, and another plug. I'm one of the men of Purple and Gold, and the Zeta Row Foundation is with them. And they make what I do look like nothing, because they're actually with the kids every day, doing science projects and things of that nature. But as I tell my daughter, and I mean, you know, she gets it, but I say, you know what? You have a mother and a father who work every day, and both of us have good jobs, and so you have this. I said, you don't have the right to fail.
Right.
You know, we got brothers and sisters in L.A. who haven't eaten in a couple of days, and they're still going to school and getting A's. Yeah. And if they can do that, then we got to provide an opportunity for them to get in school, stay in school, and be what they can be. Because, I mean, come on, let's be real. We are all 1 or 2 generations away from poverty.
Yes.
You know, we make jokes about food stamps, we make jokes about this, that, and the other, but it wasn't long ago that all of us were poor in one way or another.
Right.
And so how dare me or anybody else who got their little raggedy degree, and I hate to say it that way,
I understand.
forget about where they came from and just go drive your nice Honda, I'm not going to say another car,
right,
and go to your nice home in Baldwin Hills or wherever, and forget that there's brothers and sisters in South Central, in East LA, and other neighborhoods that need you to help them get where you are.
Right.
And if somebody didn't help me, I wouldn't be here.
Right. I understand that.
You know, and so that's all I'm saying is, and it don't take much. You're going to go out this weekend anyway. You're going to go out on the 3rd. You're going to buy your little drinks. You're going to buy your little shoes. Come and buy it and let that money help some brothers and sisters go to college. That's all I'm asking.
And that's wonderful. If you think about it, if you just said, "Oh, I'm going to sponsor a child," you wouldn't be able to sponsor it. But each person that pays that $125, it's just like everyone, the village, getting together to sponsor children and to sponsor a worthy cause. I mean, what's better than your education?
Yeah, and we're trying to make it bigger. In fact, like I said, there's a Hispanic council as well, and I just spoke with them briefly a few days ago. And I mentioned to them, I said, you know, we should get together and try to do a black-brown concert and make some real money and help some Hispanic and some African-American students go to school, because we all need the love. And so if I do my little money and we put yours together, you know what I'm saying, 2 times 2, we can make it happen.
You can make it happen. That's wonderful. Okay. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back with more from Charles Franklin. Be back.
Are you a diabetic? Need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
And we are back. I have Charles Franklin here, and he's an alumni from Pepperdine University. I have a friend who comes to visit me, and she brings me great people all the time. Her name is Sharice Bellamy, and she says that there is a great concert going on that you have to know about. And it's so great that there was a press release. And so that's really big when there's a press release. So I'm going to read directly from this press release. If you have any questions about anything that we've spoken about today, you can go to www.bit.ly/2015 soundinvestment.com. Is that right? .com? And you can also Google Pepperdine Sound Investment Concert, or you can call Pepperdine Alumni Affairs at 310-506-6190. And that number again is 310-506-6190. And then, of course, there's always an email. That email is alumni@pepperdine.edu. And then there's another dot. So make sure you go out and support the 3rd annual Sound Investment Benefit Concert. It's going to make a difference in so many of our young folks' lives, and it's very important for us to support them, to know that someone is behind you, that someone backs you. It may just be that little push that you need to move forward. And without people helping us, everyone needs help. It's like, where would we be?
Yeah, and you know, a lot of times, you know, and that's where I in this regard, I'm in the front, but I try to be the guy that you don't even know. So I want to help you even though you didn't know you were helped. And I used to think of one of my life stories. When I was in school, I didn't have any money, but I worked hard in my undergraduate, and there was a gentleman by the name of Vincent Trotter, and 3 years in a row, he let me register for college with no money down. And I would say, Mr. Trotter, I promise you, I'm going to pay you.
Wow.
And I got into college 3 years in a row with no money down. Now, I backed it up. I went out and worked, and I paid him. But I said, hey, and I would come next year. I said, hey, you know what? I paid you last year, but that means I'm broke right now.
Right.
And he would let me in. So like I say, if you want to go and you to school or whatever it is you want to do, and you prove that you're serious about it, people will help you, and I'm
They
trying
will.
to create that help. So the Pepperdine Black Alumni Council exists for only one purpose, and that's to make the black experience at Pepperdine University better.
Wow.
So we try to help you financially. We're working on programs to help you from a mentorship program. Can't promise you a job, but we'll see what we can do to help you get one. And not only that, at this concert event, we're going to have a good time.
It's going to be a good time. I'm going to go. I'm going to buy a ticket, and I'm going to support. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I was about to say my mouth where my money is, but I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and make sure I support also. I think it's really important. You can also, and correct me if I'm wrong, you can also donate throughout the year to
Yes.
your organization, right?
Yes. So again, if you just Google, like she said, the Pepperdine Black Alumni Council, we have a website.
Okay.
And you could be a recurring donor, which is really the easiest way and the best way. You can give as little as $1 a month or $5 or $100 a month, whatever your budget is. And, you know, if it's $5, you even forget you did that.
Yes.
And that means for every year, as long as you live, you're helping the cause. And it sounds like nothing, but if we got 1,000 people to give us $1,000 a month, we got $5,000 a month.
Right.
You know, and you know, so anyway, give to us. I want you to give to us, but you just need to give because, you know, we don't need, as a people, we don't need to always ask.
Yeah.
Help ourselves.
Yes.
And so I have a good job, so I should help you get a good job.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And then hopefully, like I told my daughter, you don't have the right not to help somebody.
Right.
You know, and that's why we exist. Not only financially, like I said, that moral support to just know that somebody like you was where you were, that can tell you how to study, that can help you find somebody who might be an expert in that piece of material that you're trying to get through. So, like I said, I get excited. I don't know. And again, I just did a sponsored a golf tournament last week for minorities. And once you do it, you keep getting it. And just think about all of us, everybody in this room, everybody listening to the show, somebody hooked you up, and that's why you're able to be in Roscoe's eating that chicken, because you got enough money to spare for it.
That's why I have this show, because someone blessed me with it, and it's about giving back, because if you help someone, you never know. You may help them realize their dream. You may give someone a dream that they didn't know they had.
Oh yeah, and you know, I haven't written it yet, but I keep talking about writing a speech called "Touch Somebody," because you have every moment, every time you walk out your house, you have the opportunity to touch somebody. You know, and my grandmother used to tell me, she said, when you walk in a room, you have two opportunities: one to brighten it, or to darken it. And so I try my best that every time I walk into a room to brighten that room.
Well, you certainly brightened our studio tonight, that's for sure. We want to make sure that we know that we spoke about Pepperdine, check. We spoke about Charles Franklin, check. We spoke about the really big responsibility he has at Honda American Corporation,
Yes.
check. But the biggest thing and the biggest reason why he's here tonight is to raise money for this fabulous concert that is in its third year. And I'm going to let him tell you one more time, how do we find you? Where do we go? How much are the tickets? Because I'm going to go. Tell
Okay.
us about it.
So I'm looking to see everybody on Saturday, October 3rd at the beautiful Maya Hotel in Long Beach. Tickets are $55 for normal tickets, $125 for VIP. VIP tickets include all-you-can-drink wine. We also have sponsorship opportunities, and you can learn more about this event, buy your tickets, or sponsor us by Googling the Pepperdine Black Alumni Council Sound Investment Concert. You can even type in BAC Sound Investment, because I just did that and emailed it to a friend of mine. The purpose that we exist, we're going to give away $20,000 in scholarships to African American students who are attending Pepperdine University, and we want to do this for the rest of the years that Pepperdine's in existence. So I look to see you there. I'll be there, and we're going to have a good time. See you on Saturday, October 3rd at the Maya Hotel, Pepperdine Black Alumni Council Sound Investment Concert. Thank you.
And that is a wonderful thing. I love seeing people that are fired up about their cause and fired up to help other people. And of course, that's why we're here. We're here to give back. We're here to help other people, encourage, enlighten, and embrace other people. And especially if children are out here doing the right thing, how can you not help them? You don't want to see someone they were on the straight and narrow, or they were on a straight path. I don't want to say straight and narrow. And then there might have been one thing that just took them off track when you could have been there to lift them up or give them a slight push in the right direction.
Oh yeah, and I mean, like I said, it's more and more every day. I mean, you got to look at our president. I mean, come on, we got an African American president. We have presidents of corporations. We have media stars. I mean, come on, this was the most diverse Emmys in the history. Okay, and that all happens by us standing with one another. And also, we got to give some credit to organizations like Pepperdine because they're educating us and they're supporting us in supporting ourselves.
And they're giving us a fair chance.
Yeah.
And I think the most important thing is if you have that same opportunity that the next person has, and then you get it and you earn it, and you work really, really hard, you can't fail. You're not a failure. If you can make it to Pepperdine University, you're already successful. You've already done the legwork to get there. All you need to do is maintain it and stay there. And with the Black alumni behind you, you can't lose.
And put my money where my mouth is, my daughter is actually in the graduate program at Pepperdine right now.
Oh, wonderful.
So I believe enough that I send her as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I read somewhere that the tuition used to be $135 a year, but I know it's not that anymore. You've got to pay for these educations, and when you have scholarships and you have people that are helping you, it makes it that much easier where you can go away to school and have your meals paid for, which may help when you send $5 a week or $5 a month. That may help a student with a meal. That may help them with their dorm costs. That may help them with their books. Every single dime counts, and no amount is ever too small. Don't think, oh, this dollar won't count. It'll count. It all adds up, and we need to do our part. We need to really do our part.
And then Pepperdine also, beyond our council, they support a number of opportunities for African Americans to get scholarship, one of which I'm familiar with is the Posse Foundation. And the Posse Foundation gives a full ride to students. And you got to realize with the Posse Foundation, Pepperdine is backing that.
Really?
Okay, so there's a huge, so I want to say, and I don't quote me on the numbers, but I know that Pepperdine is investing millions of dollars every year to African American students through a number of different scholarship opportunities. So the Black Alumni Council is just another way that Pepperdine is supporting African Americans.
It all sounds good to me. I love it. I love to hear good news, and we love to hear about really big places like Pepperdine. There is not one corner of the earth you can go to where a person that knows about universities hasn't heard of Pepperdine. So to know that they're doing so much and they're giving back and they helped sponsor the first concert, which enabled you to sustain yourself, it means they care. You know, it really does. And with you being here, it makes everyone else's future relevant because you're relevant and you're credible and you made it.
And I'm getting old, so I need somebody to do it when I sit down.
Right. Yeah, we have to teach and train and bring the young people up behind us so when they're in your position, they'll know how to give back as well.
Exactly.
We want that. All righty. Well, golly, time flies when you're having fun. I want to thank you, Mr. Charles Franklin,
Thank you for
coming
having me.
in. And thank you for being such a great inspiration to those who have come behind you and who have traveled on this journey with you to get to where you are today and to help all the great people that are coming behind us, our African American brothers and sisters who need help getting through college.
So, hey, thank you for having me, and thank you, Roscoe's. Thank you, Sharice, for hooking this up. And again, Pepperdine, but most importantly, see you on October 3rd, and we're going to help some kids go to school.
We're going to help some kids. I'm going to help. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Thank you for sharing this day with us in the community. We are all about helping others, and we want to help on October 3rd. Don't forget about the great concert for Pepperdine University. We'll see you next week. Thank you.